I'm Louise and I'm an alcoholic. I started drinking when I was 18 and I came from a good sort of middle class normal household, and my parents were quite protective of me, and when I was 18 I had my first drink, and my parents actually gave me the bottle to take to a party because that's how worried they were that someone had slipped something in my drink. And that was my first drink, and as soon as I drank it I felt incredible. I'd been very shy growing up and nervous, and when I felt that drink go down, suddenly I felt as though I had a life like other people that I'd observed. It gave me confidence to talk to boys, and prior to that I couldn't talk to boys at all. I have an older brother, and he used to have his friends over, his bloke mates over, and I just couldn't talk to them. I'd open my mouth and nothing had come out. But once I had a drink, I became the party girl from hell, actually. And I just chased that effect. I started going out to pubs every Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and Mum and Dad became boring because they tried to monitor how much I was drinking. I started smoking dope because that's what you did back then. Well, that's what I did and the people around me. I had to learn how I could smoke dope and drink without vomiting. It was very important to me because I wanted to be able to keep drinking and get the maximum effect. So every Thursday, Friday and Saturday I'd go out to the pub, and then we'd go to parties afterwards, and I was always the last one drinking, or the last one to leave the party. Right from the beginning I made an idiot of myself, but I didn't really care. I didn't remember it half the time, but my friends would often tell me how funny I was, and I think I entertained them. I used to do Kylie Minogue impersonations on the top of the table, and there was fun there, but behind it all was sadness, really, because often I'd end up just humiliating myself. I'd pick up guys. I had a lot of one-night stands. That's just the sort of drinker I am. I was looking for love, I think. I'd read about it in all the books and seen it in the movies, and once I had a drink I was searching for it myself, and the sort of drinker I was is I'd go to nightclubs and latch on to blokes, but I could never have a meaningful relationship. I was always searching for what was wrong with me. I didn't realise that drinking was my problem. I went to lots of doctors and said, can you help me? I drink so much and I can't stop. And eventually I got picked up by the police. This is after years of drink driving. I got picked up twice, 1 week after another. So I guess I had to look at my drinking then. So I thought drinking was the solution to my problems, because I was sort of losing jobs and couldn't hold a relationship together, and all my friends, a lot of my friends I went to school with had got married by this stage, and I even tried getting engaged because I thought, well, I'll try and become normal, but that didn't last. I ended up cheating on the guy or whatever. I just couldn't guarantee what my behaviour would be like, so I couldn't be trusted. And the worst thing was I didn't trust myself. I tried not to drive. I didn't even have a licence, and I still found myself driving in a blackout. I didn't know what blackouts were until I came to 12-step programs and realised that there were large portions of my night that I'd just forget. And I'd wake up and wonder where I was and who I was with, and lots of embarrassing encounters and some dangerous encounters, which I'm very lucky that I'm in one piece today. I ended up coming to a 12-step program when I was 30, but I wasn't ready, and I heard people get up and talk how I'm talking now from the heart and say what happened and how they gave up the grog. But I thought, oh, what a bunch of losers, talking about your innermost feelings in front of others, and I thought they should get a grip. So I ended up going out drinking again, and things got worse. I was ending up at home just drinking by myself, which was a very lonely existence. And I lost touch with friends, and I never rang my parents. When I got to the 12-step program the second time, my answering machine was full of phone calls that I just never bothered returning. And coming to a 12-step program probably saved my life and saved my sanity. The second time I came to 12-step programs, I was more ready just to surrender and not to judge people, and I just sat and listened to the wisdom of, you know, people that had obviously had a similar life to me and were living happily without having to drink or take drugs. So I've been sober for 16 years, which is an absolute miracle. I mean, I put the footwork in. I go to meetings, I always have. In the beginning, I used to go to about 5 a day. People used to say you should do meetings like you used to drink, which was every day. So I used to do a meeting every day, and I felt safe in a meeting, which I still do. And I hear a lot of wisdom, and I hear how people are getting by in life without having to take a drink. After about 12 months of being sober, the urge to have a drink left me, and I've never had it since, you know, which I'm very lucky. I went to a party last night and people were drinking and smoking dope, and it didn't bother me at all. It was fun because that, you know, people were quite funny, and I was able to talk and be interested in others and have conversations that I remember today, which is great. Life has taken on a new meaning. It's like it's in 3D now that I don't drink and I'm sober, and you know, I experience life, the ups and downs. You know, I thought life had to be perfect, and I was looking for this perfection in everything and in myself. But slowly I've realised just to go with the flow and to take life as it comes. And a day at a time has been very helpful. A lot of the sayings in the 12-step programs have helped me just to, you know, keep it simple and not complicate my life, because I would have told you 16 years ago I was a very complicated person, but really I was just a sick person. I have a disease called alcoholism, and I can't drink, and thanks to the 12-step programs I haven't had to pick up a drink for a long time, and you know, I get to enjoy my life so much more. I laugh sincerely from the heart today, and I'm able to love all those one-night stands I used to have. I'm now happily married, and it's the first relationship I've ever had, and at 47, you know, I'm pretty proud of that. And I just look forward to staying sober for the rest of my life, a day at a time. And I hope that you could be inspired too by this website to, you know, join a 12-step program, and I wish you luck. Thanks.